got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. Stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Yeah!
It's Thursday!
And we're here!
We're here!
And you're here!
Welcome, everybody, once again. This is the Stir Crazy Sank Cassette. I'm the Divine Danny D.
And I am Elle Diabloe.
And we are here for our Too Damn Hot show.
It is too damn hot.
This show is too damn hot! Everything about us is too damn hot.
It's actually quite cool in here.
It is quite nice. We finally got the air conditioning fixed.
And it's not so sticky outside.
No, it's not as gross. Welcome if it's your first time here. Welcome. Say hi in the chat. Let us know you're here.
Hey Joe. Hey Marvin.
We have people joining us from all over the internet. We are showing this over on Facebook on our Stir Crazy page.
Yes.
We are showing this over on the Wiggle Room
Hello,
Facebook page.
Wiggle Room family.
We are showing this over on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
YouTube Live. We're showing this over on our Twitch channel.
We're just all over the place.
And Mixer.
And Mixer.
This will be our last week for Mixer. Mixer is disappearing.
It's like magic?
Well, it's becoming Facebook gaming, and since we're not really a gaming stream, no more Mixer, which is a bit of a shame because I always thought Mixer had one of the best qualities. You can catch us on
Periscope
or Twitter. Essentially, Periscope is Twitter. So if you are on our Twitter channel at Stir Crazy TV, you would see us in the feed. It's really cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
I don't do the Twitters so much. I find Twitter's a mean place.
It is. I like the meanness. How is everybody? You all look lovely. You're all thing. The legend that is Ben Cardelia is also here.
Donata's here.
I love that we have all our regulars who come in, and we always have a few people who come in and throughout the thing. We've been having a lot of fun doing this.
We have been.
If you're new and you don't know who we are, we are burlesque performers from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Bon-Saint-Jean.
Yeah, Bon-Saint-Jean. Yeah. I am a host, a comedian, and a producer.
I'm all the things.
You're all the things?
I'm a burlesque dancer and host and teacher and choreographer and producer and that's it. Those are the hats. I think.
Plus, we love food and alcohol, and we thought we're going to do this.
Yes. This is what we do now.
And yes, this is what we do now. There is no the outside.
Well, there is the outside, and that's kind of making me scared. So the more that the outside opens up, the less I want to be part of the outside.
I feel like eventually it'll turn into like in that scene in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome where they talk about the the tomorrow after, and like, that's like where to raise children. Like, tell us about the out. Where the sun was. The sun now replaced by UV rays. Just, I guess it was already UV rays.
It was.
Never mind.
That's okay.
UV ray. I used to know a guy named UV,
UV
Ray.
Ray?
Who sold the best sunglasses. Excellent. Today's show is fantastic. Today is too damn hot.
As opposed to all the other shows that were not fantastic.
I'm setting this up so it was an easy
Oh,
ball
no,
for
I
you to
understand.
go
But,
to.
you know, I don't want to pat myself on the back 3 minutes into the show.
Today's show is too damn too damn hot.
I don't like to set the bar too high.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's,
Better to surprise
there's nothing
them
that
with their
brings
brilliance.
people back like a medium bar.
No, but then it's woo, yay, when it's better than that. No? My whole life philosophy is not
Yeah,
working
no, it
out
doesn't
for
work
this.
out,
No?
okay.
Okay, all right. Too damn hot.
Too damn hot. What are you cooking for us today?
You're
not really cooking.
I'm not really cooking. I'm assembling. I'm doing a lot of assembly these days because I think in the summer months when it's too damn hot.
Yep.
Sometimes all of the cooking it's like and you can't. So so we're assembling today.
We're assembling.
Yeah.
But what are we assembling?
We are assembling a street corn salad.
Which is, I love this. It's so good.
So if you're going to be cooking along, you want to get your corn cooked.
We have ours cooked.
We boiled ours before. You can throw your corn on the barbecue if you wanna.
Get a little roasty corn.
A little roasty corn. Actually, I prefer the flavor of that, but sound outside and sound in here not the same. So
I guess we could have done it earlier, but we just didn't.
We didn't. But you can.
It still works this way. I love it this way.
Oh, it's
However
delicious.
you've ever made it, I've always loved it.
Also, if you can't find fresh corn, you can always use frozen corn if you have to, or canned corn. You just want to cook it.
Or you can de-cream some cream corn.
I don't
You
even
just
want
have to
I don't want
de-cream
to
it.
talk about that. I don't.
Oh, it's crazy.
The decreaming.
The decreaming of the corn. That was my favorite Stephen King novel.
So we're going to be making that, and then we're going to do a very, 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 very easy.
Is it very?
It's so easy. Well, it was funny because I was looking online for proportions and stuff because I just do this just comme ça styles, and all of the other mango salads that I found online had many more ingredients.
Yeah.
Many, like cucumbers and carrots, and those are all good ingredients and very healthy for you. Mine is basically a 3-ingredient. If you don't count salt and pepper as an ingredient, it's a 3-ingredient wham bam thank you mango salad. That's what we're going to call it.
It's really nice. Wham bam thank you mango salad. Baron says he wants a decreaming. You are.
It can be arranged.
we have a thing right there for it. We'll show you in a minute. To go along with our delicious. One of the things that she would want. Elle talked about wanting to do this mango salad, and I thought, I want to do something that's these are both a little spicy. Depending on what you.
Not as spicy as the promo, but yes.
Yes, those are both spicy. A little bit of a, which is nice. Those are a salad. They're a nice.
Well, it's a nice play between like super fresh flavors and some heat.
Yeah, using a little heat. And so we were talking about making this too damn hot. So we want to do not only something spicy, but something that when it's warm, when it's hot out, something to cool you off. And I immediately was thinking of blender drinks. However, I'm not a big fan of a lot of blender drinks.
Plus, we broke our blender.
Well, we have
a handle.
We don't necessarily need that. But one of my absolute favorite things to eat, probably my favorite region of food, and it's a little sweeping to say it, but I love Indian food. It's probably my absolute favorite. And there's a very common drink when you're called it's called lassi. Often you'll have the salted lassi or a mango lassi, which is really nice, which is almost a yogurty milkshake. And I did a little hunting, and I found a couple of really amazing boozy versions of the mango lassi. So it's nice, refreshing, cool, easy
full of
to make.
nutrients.
Full of nutrients. So probiotics is actually really nice for your stomach.
Oh, excellent.
So
I
you
really
can
like
get
it when my
drunk.
cocktails are full of probiotics. It's my number one concern, always.
Yes, always.
How much probiotic is in this booze?
I don't know. I'm only an amateur.
I'll have to call Jamie Lee Curtis.
That takes a whole weird turn. Also, not only that, we have a bunch of our favorite regulars on the show again.
Indeed.
We have Chef Duyan back.
Funny how you brought up regulars when we're talking about probiotics.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
Very
digestion
nice.
jokes.
It's very good. Yes, Chef Duyan is back. And I last
has he even left though?
has he even left? Last week he made the most amazing caramel pork. And I loved it so much. It was so good.
I also just realized I am so sorry. Mea culpa. I promised that I would put that recipe up, and he sent it to me, and I fell down sur le job.
No.
On s'excuse.
That will go up today.
That is going up
tonight.
Tonight.
We'll say tonight.
We're gonna say tonight.
We're gonna put it up tonight. But
I
there's a caramel.
apologize.
It was so good. You must try it. We'll get it up there for you. So he'll be back, and I'm sure, since he set the bar finally to the proper height that it should be at, I don't think he will go lower than that. I'm saying it now.
You and I have different attitudes about this, where we set the bar.
I like to set it high,
And I like
because
to...
often I am. Also, our sexy woman is back.
Our sexy woman is back.
She's doing some sexiness, eating food.
Yes.
Stop looking at that.
I'm looking at it because it said the Facebook feed just cut out.
Oh, the Facebook feed just cut out.
I don't know why that would be.
Oh, well, let me take a quick
That's why I
gander over
understand.
there.
You
Let
can-
me just take a quick gander at what's going on there.
Did we say something
You
offensive?
talk to them. I will figure it
Did I
out. And
offend Mark Zuckerface?
let's just see what's happening on these things. It says it's fine.
Apologies. Sincerely.
Well,
We do not
let's
control
see.
the internet. We're all over it, but we don't
Let's see
control
what's
it
going
just
on
yet.
there. It's happening now.
I don't
It's
know
happening
if,
now.
I'm talking to you. I'm assuming I'm talking to you, so I'm just going to keep talking at you in general.
Oh, it looks like it's happening.
I don't know. But yeah, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, it
What's
seems-
going on? Does this reopening make you happy? Or does it give you massive amounts of anxiety?
Looks like it's happening there. I'm just checking out over here.
I just...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm confused. I've got the attention span of a goldfish.
All right.
And when sound is coming out of there and I have to talk this way and I'm not sure if you
Well,
can even
just
hear me.
have a don't
having a
just say random
conversation.
weird things.
I'm not. I'm talking to them about
All
why
right,
I'm a
I'm
weirdo.
just gonna quickly.
It's good on Facebook. I'm not just saying random weird things. See? We're good. So yeah, how y'all feeling? Tell me
I'm just gonna
in the
quickly.
chat. I will go over there and take a look very soon
All right.
when Dan stopped pressing buttons. But
All right.
how's your life? What is new? What's exciting? Are you excited to make corn and mango salad tonight? I want to know all about it. Tell me a thing.
Let's see if all that. It seems
a
to be
fun
working on
fact.
everything. I can't.
All right.
I can't see it. I just
might have
adjusted.
just- Maybe
I
it was
reset
just.
some
Maybe
of
it was just Joe.
Maybe it was
Maybe
just
it was
Joe.
just you, dude.
Maybe it was
You
you,
know?
Joe.
Now I've gone on in soliloquy mode, and maybe it was just you and your internet.
Yeah. Everybody's saying all good for them.
All right. So,
Joe just refreshed the page,
oh, hello.
and it's all okay. So you made us panic.
I'm getting over
that's
it. Heart
fine.
can't take that kind of
That's
thing.
fine. I'm gonna just quickly. You talk to them a little bit more. I'm just gonna be doing some stuff.
Okay, I understand that you're doing some stuff.
What
so
else
why
we have on
don't
the
you
show?
just-
Tell us what.
Well, we were talking about that already. I don't
I'm
want to be
doing something else,
repetitive.
so-
No, I get it. Good. Stop talking. Do your thing. Hi. So tonight on the show, we have the incredible Chef Duyan, the extremely sexy Galadriel Caress, our sexy lady who eats food for 1 minute. And Ben Cardilli is back with us, which is super exciting. Yeah. What? It's pressure. I could, like, if I was just deciding to tell you a story, I could talk for the next, 2 hours. But because I feel, put on the spot, I have to entertain you. I'm doing buffaloes. Stop. Just, be normal and come back here and
I
talk
am.
with
I'm
me.
just, well,
Okay,
they
good.
complain. I have to fix it. Okay, and you're supposed to elegantly and smoothly aid
I
that
am not
transition.
elegant and smooth.
Well, this is. See, now I have to work on making sure this works, and we have to work on together the smooth transition.
Oh, the smooth.
The smooth
transition.
transition. Do you want to go over and see what they're saying over here?
Yeah,
You want to do this?
I wouldn't mind now that you've got it all set up.
Do over
and
here.
working.
Well, let's head over here. Hi, everybody. We're over here now. Let's see what's going on. Everybody, now, what brought us over here is Joe. He's blaming Five. I don't blame you. Five is a bit of an issue. It's all the Fibiness. The double sound is funny. I don't mind it. Oh, yes. Well, you're hearing we accidentally hit the feed coming in because I was checking the various feeds to make sure everything was good. The double sound is a bit weird when you're doing this.
And hard to concentrate.
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of
Kelly. Little thank you out to Kelly and the fam and to Ruby Rose.
Kelly, Ruby Rose, and also Adam Van Wagner.
Yes, thank you for supporting the cause.
Latest supporters, thank you very much. You'll all see yourselves show up in our little supporters section in our credits later.
Our Wall of Fame.
Our Wall of Fame. Who else? What else have we got going on over here? Kelly is here over on...
Baron's here. Sylvie is here.
Fantastic.
Ruby Rose is here.
Donata, everybody. Oh, Yannick is here. Ben. Oh, it's also that's a good group of people. Jackie Ross is here.
No
Hello,
way.
Miss Ross. That's so good.
Happy birthday.
Yes, that was good. Let's say happy birthday on the better camera.
This camera?
Yeah, that's the better one.
Hold on. Look at that smooth transition.
So good, so good. Happy birthday, Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
If we missed your birthday, anybody?
Well, we didn't miss her birthday.
Specifically, I'm thinking if you have had a birthday and we missed it recently, let us know. We will always wish you a happy birthday on the show because we love all of our people.
CC.
Oh, with that done. Oh, we should talk a little bit about. We had a little bit of this week. Oh, actually, I know what we should do.
What should we do?
We should get ready.
Oh, we should get ready.
We should get ready. Here, I'll give you yours.
Thank you.
I'm stuck over there.
Oh, well.
We're just going to Mr. Rogers this now.
It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. A beautiful day for our neighborhood.
Getting ready.
But
ladies and
now I
gentlemen.
lose my cleavage.
Oh.
Bye-bye, cleavage.
Cleavage. Well, you could make it looser and it would come down more.
But then it looks like my boobies are on an apron shelf.
I do not see the problem with this.
I don't know.
Yeah, so this is, we mentioned it before, this is the Stir Crazy apron. We have a few of these left.
Yes, we do.
If somebody wants one, we've been out making this offer on the live show. Yes. That if you want to make a donation, and you'll probably see the donation show up in the thing, in the chat. The chat, you'll see the donation link to our PayPal, which is PayPal.me/StirCrazyShow.
Yes.
Or to our Amazon wish list.
Because we fancy.
We fancy. We got. If you make a $25 tip into the PayPal or make a purchase over $25 on our wish list, we will send you one of these beautiful.
You too can be swanky.
Yes, we've had a few people. We don't have many left, actually.
No, we don't.
We don't. So
thank you for being. If we don't have many left, it means you've been very generous. So,
yes. So thank you very much.
Coops, thank you.
So we will get that into you.
And are we going to
would have put it right into you?
Are you going to roll it up?
Exactly.
Careful.
It's an incision has to be made.
Took a turn.
That took a weird one. Not only do we have that offer right now, but we have our first giveaway going.
We do have our first giveaway going.
Tell us all about the giveaway, Elle. Hey, Elle, what about that giveaway?
So, actually, we have
I'll go grab it.
So a couple of weeks ago, a friend of ours posted about this book that was being sold by the Cocktail Emporium in Toronto, and all of the proceeds from the sale of this book were going to help Women in Motion, which helps. Now I'm blanking. It's a charity in Toronto that helps Black women in, I can't remember, but yes, all of the proceeds. That is the worst thing. I literally.
That's all right. If you
I just went brain dead. That's not probably a good thing in general, considering we have a lot.
Does it say in the book or no?
No, it does not say in the book.
Oh, I can look it up here. You talk about it. I'll look it up. You talk about it.
Sorry, I feel like an awful human being. But anyway, so we bought one for ourselves because it's a beautiful book, and then I thought, well, if all the proceeds are going to charity, then I might as well buy a second one, and we can give it away. So it's a groovy book. It's absolutely beautiful. What I love about this is it doesn't, there's been a lot of chat recently about Tiki being problematic, and I don't disagree. And we're going to talk about that when we do our Tropic of COVID show on July 9th. But what I love about this is even the Tiki drinkware, like there's a Groot in here. So it's I don't know, slightly less problematic, I think, when your Tiki ware is all Marvel characters and stuff. But But yes, it's a book by Shannon Mustafer, who is the beverage director at Gladys in Brooklyn. So we picked up one of these. We picked up this lovely bitters kit from Alembica.
There you are.
Yes.
It's being donated to all the proceeds from this book.
Yes, Black Women in Motion.
Black Women in Motion, which is a Toronto-based youth-led organization that empowers and supports the advancement of Black women and survivors of sexual violence.
There we go. Yes. Sorry, that whole sentence just fell out of my ear. So yes, this lovely bitters kit from Mr. Bitters.
Mr. Bitters.
Which has a fig and cinnamon bitters in it, a Negroni bitters, a pink grapefruit and agave bitters, honeyed apricot and smoked hickory bitters, and a cacao and macadamia nut bitters.
Yeah.
And a swanky apron.
A lovely apron. So, all three of those. This we're going to give away on the
show on the 9th. Tropic of COVID.
Yes.
You keep talking.
I
will put the.
Well, we're not finished showing them what they're doing. Oh, we should not stop showing them until we're finished talking about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were going to just.
But I'm saying that in order to enter yourself, you have to do three simple things. You have to
bend over,
like us on Facebook, like our page on Facebook, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and follow us on
the gram
on Instagram. All of those links will be in the description below. Or you can find all of those on either of those places. If you can find our Facebook page, all of those other places will be there.
Yes.
You can find our YouTube channel, all of those places will be there.
And if you don't know where you are there.
Find a hat. I'm very excited to do with this. This is a gorgeous book. I love this book.
It also focuses a lot on the Caribbean rums, which are very tasty and flavorful. So yeah, I'm excited to make cocktails from this book. Hopefully you are excited to also make cocktails from this book and win the book and stuff.
Cool.
So, yeah. Now can I put it away?
You can put it away now because I think now it's time to make a cocktail.
I think you should do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna make a cocktail. Everybody, stir crazy fans, we're gonna have some. I am so excited for this cocktail. I was testing out a couple of different recipes on it, and I found one that I really like. This works really well. It's also so fresh. So let's pull up our ingredients here for the cocktail.
Pardon me for one moment.
You grab the camera first.
Oh, I was going to put up the recipe.
Oh, you put the recipe. So go to it's there.
I know.
Okay. This is a really simple recipe. It just seems like it has a lot, but it's not that bad. Thing you're going to need. This is based on 2 drinks. You're going to need 1 mango. I've got the little yellow. These are Thai mangoes. Are they not? Or mainly found in Asia. These are
they're
Southeast Asian
I'm not
mangoes.
sure where
the yellow kind.
The yellow. A tolo.
I don't remember.
There's
the yellow and the green mango.
Tonight.
But in all fairness, I never knew. I never knew what the difference was between the 2 of them. I didn't even know this was a mango until recently. One of the sort of smaller yellow mangoes, you can use the green kind. They're fine as well. You want to have it nice and ripe, a little bit soft. So when you grab it, you just.
I'm going to do recon in the fridge to see if there's a sticker on one of the ones.
Well, you can do whatever you want. The thing that I would say is keep the mangoes refrigerated. This drink, you want to have it cool, and since you're not shaking it with ice, a cooler mango will give you initially a cooler drink as well. The other thing you're going to want with that, because this is a lassie, you're going to want some Greek yogurt. As fattening as you would like. This is a 2% plain Greek yogurt. We're not looking for any flavors in there. A little bit of lemon juice. That's fresh lemon juice. Now, in the ingredients there, I'm just going to bring that ingredients up one more time. There we are, the dirty lassie. In the ingredients, I say an ounce of honey. If you're using straight honey, you can do that. I've also used agave. It's a little sweeter, but it's no problem. One of the things I did with this, which I also really like, is I made a honey syrup, which is 2 parts honey to 1 part water. And in this, I added a little cardamom powder. So you've got the combination of the cardamom and the honey in this one syrup. If you want to just use regular honey and add the cardamom powder as well to the drink, they're both fine. I just found this was a nice A little flavoring. I like the way this tasted, the way I did that.
Mexico?
Mexico?
That was one. Ours are from Mexico,
But we saw these in
we
Thailand.
did,
So
and in Cambodia. I'm sure they grow places where
There.
it's warmer than here.
Also, you're going to need a rum, preferably a golden. This is a Appleton Estate signature. It's not a dark rum. It's sort of in between a white rum and a really dark aged rum. Very clean, very simple, good rum flavor. I like that. I have a little more extra cardamom powder for later for garnish, and I'm going to need some mint if you don't mind.
I can do that.
And some ice when you get that
I
chance.
can also do that.
So that is the ingredients that we're going to do. And the other thing you're going to need for this is a blender. Now, I have a hand blender, and it works beautifully. What you want to make sure is if you're doing the hand blender route, make sure your blender goes all the way down. Just check the bottom of your tin. If it's not wide enough, use a smaller blender, or don't use this tin, what have you. The mint I have is going to be for garnish later. That's all we're using that for. And we have some ice for the drink. And we're going to put them into, I like this, in this beautiful highball glass.
That's actually a rocks glass.
Oh, rocks glass, sorry. Lowball, highball. I never get that name right because I've always been told it was a highball glass.
But those are courtesy of Kelly and family.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And yes, you do get an apron, and I will be in touch either this evening or tomorrow about how to make that happen.
So we're going to get that. So there we have.
And you, Ruby Rose, as well.
Yeah, so we have those sitting right here. They're going to be lovely right there. And we are going to just start assembling this drink. Now, I'm just going to move this out of the way because the first thing that needs to happen is we need to peel the mango. So we're going to just peel the mango.
I'm trying to think what the peel the mango dance should be, but I
don't know if there needs.
Okay, fine. I disagree.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, you know?
Like if I had gloves, I would.
You had a,
I think this is like, yeah, the mango peel requires.
The mango peel.
Requires gloves.
Makes it sound, that sounds like a dance from the 50s.
Or
like that, you know how they used to do the mashed potato or the wallaby kazoo.
The wallaby kazoo.
You know, you never done the wallaby kazoo?
I don't.
Oh, I was I was really good at it in 1959.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Way back.
Back, I don't know. There we have it. So I'm just peeling that, getting all the skin off of that, because you don't want that. It's a little. Unless you need some roughage. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Now, when you're cutting a mango, again, you have that big stone in the middle. Oh, they're slippery. They got that big stone in the middle. So just be aware of that. One of the things you can always do, I've had, is just go down the top and go all the way around. Find it, yeah. So you just sort of go down there, find it, and just go all the way around. And just take that top off, and then they are so slippery, these mangoes. So we're just going to go through these. I find these ones have that very, very flat pit.
And it's big.
What you're looking for, I say, for 2 drinks is about a cup of mango.
Speaking of cups.
Yeah.
Would you like any of the measuring variety, or are you
no,
good?
I'm good.
You're fine?
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I was.
Oh, sorry, I did. I just realized I don't. Oh, I do have a jigger. It's right there. No, I'm just
making sure. I'm trying to be a helpful wife.
I know you are always amazing. Well, don't. Well, I think it is.
Oh, thank you.
So there, if you want to, you can take that. That'd be lovely. Let's take that away. Now with the mango, all you want to do now at this point is just chop it into sort of smaller chunks. Come back here, slippery mango. It's all right. It's okay.
I know.
This is I love this because normally when you're making cocktails, you don't get a lot of chopping unless you're prepping syrups or things like that. So it's nice to be able to, I'm going to do a bunch. This is also one of those other great drinks because it's a blender drink, and if you have a regular blender, you can make a bunch of it at once. Yeah. So it's a great drink for that. But we just have, so you can see, we have basically chunks. They're about the size, they're about a centimeter square.
Basically.
A centimeter cubed. Yeah. And we're just going to put all of this right into our tin.
I forgot to put my hairdo away, so I'm going to do that while you tin.
Well, you can do whatever you want.
You do your tin.
I'm just going to grab all that stuff and put it in my tin. Ah, shooting mango at myself here. I mangoed me. There we go.
I have made so many wrong jokes in my head.
You have? I don't know why.
Are you stripping the mangoes?
There's mango on the floor. I floored the mango.
There's mango everywhere.
All right. So we have mango in there. Mango is sticky.
It is indeed.
I will wash some of that off. Excellent. So about a cup of mango in there. This is going to be for 2 cocktails. The next thing that we're going to add into this is some lemon juice. Again, I come back to the simple concept that start with the cheapest ingredients first, or the more involved ones. So we're going to put in about 3/4, I even say just under 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice per drink. Mm-hmm. The lemon, you got to be careful because I find it can overpower a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, I do see. I saw a pip go in. Get my pip out of there. I was going to go that way and keep the pip out. There we are.
Would you drink at the slippery mango, Joseph Shmula? Would you? Is that what you're
There
doing?
we go. So we got 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice twice in here. With that as well, we are going to add. Now, again, I have the honey syrup with the cardamom in here. Mm-hmm. So it's adding a little of that. And I'm going to put an ounce of that in per cocktail.
I'm getting very fancy with all your syrup.
I know. Syrup. This I've ever since
For a diabetic,
the more I've been getting into the cocktail manufacturing, the more I've really gotten into the syrup aspect, making syrups. Oh, do you want to grab me a spout for this, please?
A spoot?
A spoot.
A spoot.
Now, for this, you want to put in about 2 ounces. I'm going to get the rest of that honey syrup out. What's everything? Oh, there we are. We have about 2 ounces of golden rum per cocktail.
Go.
There we are. It's gorgeous. And finally, can I get a tablespoon? Just a big spoon there.
I understand what a tablespoon is.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
And the next thing we're going to put in is some yogurt. This is, yes. Well, it is a lassie. Without the yogurt, it does not a lassie. And so we're going to put about a tablespoon of yogurt per drink.
Aye.
You what?
Lassie.
Yeah, okay. Here, I'm going to give you that. Get that out of there.
Thanks for the maybe the top, perhaps.
Oh, you want the top of that? Sorry, I don't know.
I'll just stand here with that. Thank you for that.
There we are. Sorry. I just don't know what's going on. I don't know what. And finally, there we go. That's something amazing.
My attempt at a Scottish
joke. The last thing that you're going to need. Normally, a lassie, really, you get the fruit lassies, like the mango lassies, if you go to an Indian restaurant, or you get the traditional salty lassies. And so, what I like to say is just a healthy pinch of salt per drink. So, once again, rum, a full mango per 2 drinks. Some lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice per drink. 2 ounces of rum per drink. A tablespoon of yogurt per drink. And an ounce of, in this case, I'm using the honey syrup. If you don't, you can always use an ounce of honey, or an ounce of golden syrup also works too. Once you have that all, it is now time to get blending. If you've got the blender and you've put this in your blender, now you should be blending it. If you have what I have, which is a hand blender, we're going to put that in. And this is where I always am feared that it's going to shoot me right in the face.
Why don't we just make sure it's right there?
I know. There we go. And what's beautiful about mangoes is that they're so smooshy that this happens very quickly. But you can smell the rum coming out of that.
There's a lot of rum in there.
There's 2 ounces of rum. That's an average for a cocktail of 2 ounces of alcohol, or 2.5 ounces of alcohol. So there we have. I'm just going to let that go. And you just want that to be nice and fine. Mango can be a little bit pulpy, So you just want to get any of that sort of. There we are. There's one tried to get away. One survived, and then we got it. All right. I think we're good there. Boom. We're going to take that out. I'm just going to pop you over there.
There you go. I will take this
out.
Or not.
Oh, sorry.
I don't.
So now that we have that, we're going to set up our cocktails. So into our cocktail glasses, I'm going to put 3 nice big rocks per drink.
It's very pretty ice.
It's very pretty ice. I love those cubes. We are going to now pour in our healthy drink. We're going to go. Boom.
Our healthy drink, yeah.
It's a healthy. It's a little. If this is like I say, this is a lassie, so it's got more of a viscosity to it. It's a really nice summer drink. If you are hot, it is warm out. This is so refreshing. I find. That's done. Now for garnish.
Do you need more ice, or are we good?
No, we're good. Thank you. For garnish, we're just going to sprinkle a little tiny bit more of this cardamom powder over top. Just a tiny smidge. There we are. And finally, just for some fragrancy.
Fragrancy, yeah?
Fragrancy, yeah. It's fragrant in nature. We're going to add a little bit of mint.
That's just pretty.
It's beautiful.
Oh, smell that.
Yeah.
Waking up that mint.
Oh, I know. It's that. You never know it as you start playing around with these things. But just little.
Spank that mint.
Spank the mint, and you get a much. Oh, a beautiful flavor. And finally, none of this would be perfect without. I like to give it a small stir. I probably should have done this before I put the mint in, just to get the
it's okay. I like the way
chill
it
in there.
looks. It's very pretty.
There we are. Do you want to we'll fly cam that in?
Oh, we could fly cam that in. Hold
Let's
on.
fly cam that in. Give me that. Hang on. There we are. There we are.
Look how pretty that is.
Look at this. Look how gorgeous that is.
Lovely.
Looks beautiful. Looks
Stunning.
Lovely. It's going to come more.
Hold on, you come down there. Ooh.
Ooh, there
also,
we are.
like, again, I love these little spoon straws. So much fun.
You going to fly me back to the regular
I can
one?
fly you back out. Bye.
Also, you see that we started thinking about, because the fly cam gets a little confusing. There we go. Now we
Ooh, that's a boozy cocktail.
Oh, yeah. It's boozy, but
it's
I
boozy.
find because it's got the yogurt, it's rich, and the sweetness from the mango. It's not like it's when you have a super alcoholic drink.
Oh, no, that's boozy.
See, I don't find something that tastes super boozy to me.
All right, that's why you've got your taste buds and I have mine.
This is fair. This is fair. We should next time swap.
We should.
We should swap. So that is what we're calling the Dirty Mango Lassie. If you leave the booze out and you still do that same, it's still an amazing drink. One of my favorites.
Just out of curiosity, in the event that someone who's watching this doesn't like rum, is there another spirit that you would maybe mix with this?
I would probably do this. Rum really suits it, but I would say, what's really good at this is Pisco. Pisco would be really nice with this. Also, I would say probably a nice sort of a bourbon, a nice bourbon would go with but I think a bourbon that's a little more on the sweet side. Maker's would be very specifically not that Maker's particularly sweet, but it's got that sort of real cherry notes in it, so I think it'll be really nice with this.
Cool.
Mango Lassie, everybody. I read this before, and then I forgot about that.
You forgot.
So that's why we were doing this earlier.
Oh, right.
I totally forgot about that.
We forgot about that. So you want to do that?
Well, I think we should probably go to. Do you want to do that? Yeah, I think we should do that part there. Yeah, let's do that now.
All right,
there
do
we
it now.
go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying I want to keep doing that. I'm stopping the ladies and gentlemen from now on.
We're trying.
I will refer to you collectively as stir crazy fans or stir crazies.
Stir crazies.
The stir crazies. We're all a little stir crazy right now.
We are a little stir crazy.
They want us to go outside. I don't want to go outside.
I don't want to go outside either. I mean, I want to see. There's a bunch of you in the chat that I actually like. I miss hugging you and seeing you, but like, One-on-one is good. I feel like George Michael from I Want Your Sex. One-on-one.
We are gonna. Every week we do our promos. Every
do.
week we have sort of fun. This week we did something very different with our promos than we
did.
have ever done. It was both a brilliant and a horrible idea at the same time.
We'll talk about why after you watch it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
And stir crazies.
Stir Crazies. I'll fix
We're
this.
gonna
I
do
will
it.
break it.
Listen, breaking a habit takes a while.
It does. So, Stir Crazy fans. Here's this week's promo.
Hi, I'm Elle Diabloe.
And I'm the Divine Danny D.
Normally when we film our Stir Crazy promo, we like to do a fun sketch or story that plays along with the theme for this week's episode.
Now, this week's theme is too damn hot, and we thought we'd try something a little bit different.
We figured that since we're on YouTube,
And we're also a huge fan of various different YouTube channels.
this is true, we figured this week we would draw our inspiration from one of our favorite and one of YouTube's biggest sensations ever,
Hot Ones! A little while ago, I had the brilliant idea of purchasing the Hot Ones' hottest hot sauce they have, the infamous Last Dab.
And we didn't really know what to do with it, I mean, other than serve it to our friends, until right now.
So, Stir Crazy fans, we bring to you the Wings of Fire.
So today, we will be filming our Sankaset promo only after we have each eaten one chicken wing generously coated in this ridiculously hot sauce, and including, of course, the obligatory Last Dab.
We will have milk and bread standing by, but we will not be allowed to touch them until the promo is completed.
I don't drink milk.
Ah, for you, I have sink beer.
Sink beer will do me just fine.
Excellent. Shall we?
We shall.
All right.
Into the bowl these go.
All right.
These guys. Can we move your
We'll move the
your milk
out of the
over?
way.
Out of the way.
Okay, we'll put that
Okie dokie.
here. We probably want those to wipe our faces.
We probably do.
All right.
Put a cry into. Don't touch your eyes.
Don't touch your eyes. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there. Ooh, that's a. Let's go a little bit generous. There we go.
Coat
Give
those.
that a little
I'm
mix.
trying to do a shaker dance and a coating dance all at the same time. Look at me go. Oh, that smells hot.
That smells.
Oh, that smells. No, you don't even get pretending you need to get that close to the bowl. It smells from here.
All right, so let's take one out. Put it on the board.
Take one out for me.
I will take one out for me. There we
I'm
are.
afraid of this.
All right. So we will
I'm just gonna move
also
this over.
add. Those are well coated.
Those are well coated.
We will add a Last Dab. One for you.
Oy vey. Come on, little dab.
Perfect.
you go.
There we go. Let's just hold that up. You ready?
Nice knowing ya.
Ready?
I'm afraid of this. All right.
Okay.
One,
2, 3, go.
Let's go. Oh my. This was a stupid idea. This was a very stupid idea.
It's good sauce, though.
That's great. Oh.
All right.
Hi.
Don't start yet. Don't start yet.
Makeup's already.
Go.
Hi, I'm Elle Diabloe.
And I'm the Divine Danny D.
Join us this Thursday, June 25th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, or Mixer for the latest edition of the Stir Crazy Sankaset.
This week is too damn hot, and so we have some hot treats to spice up your week.
And also some cool things to beat the heat.
Watch your eyes.
We'll be making street corn salad and mango salad, both at the right amount of heat. Perfect for any barbecue.
Also, to cool you off in case you're insanely hot, we have some blender drinks, including a boozy mango lassie.
So join us, cook with us, drink with us.
Or just join in all the fun and socialize, but distantly.
Check the description below for your ingredients and all this crazy details.
Or just visit YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitch, or Mixer on June 25th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and join in all the fun! I'm really glad we shortened that live.
Hot.
Oh. That's hot. What? Hey there, Stir Crazies. We just wanted to interrupt this video to announce our first giveaway.
That's right, we're going to be giving away this amazing Stir Crazy cocktail bundle valued at over $125.
Ooh. It includes a Bitters gift pack from Mr. Bitters with 5 incredible flavors: fig and cinnamon, Negroni, pink grapefruit and agave, honeyed apricot and smoked hickory, and cacao and macadamia.
Also, we'll be sending you a copy of the book Tiki, Modern Tropical Cocktails by Shannon Mustafer, the beverage director of Gladys Caribbean in Brooklyn.
Finally, there's no better way to show you're stir crazy than with one of our swanky Stir Crazy aprons.
To be entered into the contest, all you need to do is like this video, leave us a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel.
Also, like us on Facebook and give us a follow on Instagram.
All of the links are in the description down below.
The winner will be announced on our July 9th episode of the Stir Crazy Sankaset.
See you there, and good luck!
Just keeps getting hotter.
I'm not doing that again. I don't care what it looks like.
Bye.
Yeah, we killed ourselves. You guys.
I'm laughing because first, like, I love spicy food, but you guys saw how fast I got the hiccups. Like, I wasn't even finished eating the chicken wing before I started.
It's an insanely hot sauce.
But
like,
I don't. We can talk about it a little bit later because I think we want to go speak to Chef Deanne soon. But I don't know. I find that when it gets to that point, I don't taste anything anymore, so it's almost a waste of heat because after that your whole mouth goes numb
and
there's no flavor. The flavor was hot, but
I disagree. I still think that what I love about that sauce is this: it's even though it's an insanely hot sauce.
That's 3 million Scoville for those of you who are into the
exactly
the dick swing.
If a jalapeno, I believe, is 800 Scoville.
I think Frank's Red Hot is like 3,000 Scoville.
Yeah, maybe
maybe less.
Maybe a jalapeno is 1,000. I don't something like that.
It was 3 million Scoville.
And it's very hot, but I still find that there's flavor. It's got a neat smokiness to it. There's a little sweetness that comes in at the end.
The smokiness because it's coming out your everything.
It's true. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Stir Crazy fans, I'm going to do it. Eventually, it'll break. Stir Crazy fans,
we're going to Breaking Danny D live.
We always have amazing people on the show, and one person last week proved how amazing he can possibly be,
and magical.
He
magically appeared on set here.
Up until that point, his magic was suspect to me.
To you, yes. I've always found him magical.
Well, this is where you and I differ.
Well, we've been talking about the bar, the difference in the bar.
Yeah, you have no standards, apparently, and I have high ones, apparently.
I don't know what to say.
and Chef Deanne, I believe those standards will continue to escalate.
On the upswing?
On the upswing. What we saw last week is just the beginning of amazing things to come.
To infinity and beyond.
So let's head over. I'm going to give you one of those to put in your ear.
Fancy Deanne headphones.
One of those, and I think he's only going to be able to hear you probably.
That's all right. You're never very nice to him. So
It's probably good if I don't. Let's go see Chef Duyan. Chef Duyan, are you there? Oh,
Oi.
oh,
No.
oh, hang
Oh.
on. Oh,
Oh.
oh, it's going weird.
There
I'm
we
fixing
go.
it. I'm fixing it. You sound like a monster.
Hello, Chef Diane?
Ah,
Can you hear us?
I can hear. I can't hear you. Very well,
Can't hear
Chef
you,
Duyan.
Chef Diane. Hold on. Can you hear us? Oh,
Your sound is
your
coming
sound
very
is
weird.
Very strange. Weird? Okay. You sound a little bit
I'm gonna
like
fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry.
a monster.
I'm gonna fix it here.
You know, it's been going so well. For those of you tuning in for the first time, it wouldn't be stir crazy if we didn't have some kind of audio blip at some stage. It's a
Chef
blip.
Dan, are you there? Can we hear you? Oh,
No,
the sound is
sound
not
is
working.
garbled. It is not.
The sound is. It sound. Whoops. It's gonna. Oh, I hit the
Alien
wrong
voice.
button.
Alien voice indeed.
Chef Dan. Oh, where am I? I'm at the wrong button.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, sorry, I hit that. Let me just
Hello,
go back
my
to
baby.
Chef
Hello, my
Dan.
honey. Hello, my ragtime.
I
Yeah,
wanna make
I'm
sure.
gonna give you. Nope. This is.
Let me just.
Oh, we can. We can.
We can hear you, but for some reason you sound like a weird monster. And I don't know why.
You don't blame me.
Hmm.
We don't know what's going on.
I
Chef
don't know
Deanne.
what's happening, Chef
This
Deanne.
is
I don't
very
know how to
strange.
not make you a monster.
Yeah.
You.
Oh my goodness, that is so bizarre.
Hang on, I'm going to just check one thing here.
I feel bad for the
Boom,
people who are
boom,
listening
boom.
at home.
How about that, Chef Deanne? Talk to me now. That didn't work at all. I don't know. Chef Deanne, I'm going to hang up. We're going to call you back. We're going to see if we can get this fixed.
Okay.
In the meantime,
In the meantime,
why
gonna take out
don't
this-
you deal with that?
I'm going to take out the Chef Diane headphone.
Yeah.
I will head over that way.
Mm-hmm. You go
I
over there.
will let you play with your audio.
Boom.
All right. So, as some of you know, and those of you who don't know are about to know, weekly we like to ask a question. We like
I was gonna
to
say
involve. Oh, that thing. Oh, the actual cooking thing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question in a couple of seconds. In the meantime, in between time, look at me. Adapt. Change. We're going to make some mango salad. So what you're going to need is some mango. I have 2 massive mangoes cut up in a bowl. I'm going to go grab them in a second. You're going to need, if you're not a cilantro or coriander fan, it's not a good day for you on Stir Crazy. I was never a fan, and in the last couple of years, I've realized that it,
Okay, I think I can hear you now.
there's a place for cilantro in a lot of different cuisines. So I'm getting used to it. So we're gonna use it in both salads tonight. So again, sorry if you don't like it. You could probably use parsley if you really want something green in there, but can't stomach this. And we're gonna grab some hot sauce. Whichever hot sauce makes you happy. I would not suggest the hot sauce that we use for the promo.
No, don't use that.
But then again, I don't think I'm ever going to eat that again. So ever, unless I'm like dared to, or someone's going to pay me a lot of dollars. Yeah. I forgot how to speak English for a second. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm going to use Frank's Red Hot. You can use Valentina. You can use whatever you want, really, for your hot sauce. Could you grab me Perfect Delish? This is a brand new bottle, I think. Yeah, very good. And mango.
Anything else you need?
Really not. No. I told you this is the easiest. I almost feel bad doing
Bring
this
you in here.
on the show because it's such a nothing recipe, but it's so delicious. So that's, I would probably say, about 1.5 to 2 cups of chopped mango. I cut this very roughly because as we noticed with Danny trying to cut the mango before, it was slippery. And I did not think cutting my fingers off right before we went live was a good plan. So yeah, so sorry to my professional chef friends. There is no uniformity to this whatsoever. Can I squeeze under?
Oh,
your
yeah,
front
go
door,
ahead.
please?
Sorry.
And just grab the knife. Okay. into this.
Oh, that was we got a good cleavage cam on that one. That was nice. It was very good.
Oh, excellent. Bonus cleavage shot. Giddy up.
Now everybody can see how the fly cam works too. I've revealed our trick.
Oh no. Why ever will they come back? They just saw the man behind the curtain.
It's true.
I'm just going to give this coriander, cilantro, whatever you want to call it, a little rough chop ski over here. You're going for about 2, I guess, tablespoons. Again, if you want more, who am I to dictate how much coriander?
I love cilantro, so I'm always one of those more is better for cilantro kind of people. But people don't like cilantro.
No, that's what I just had a whole discussion about it.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get Jeff to work.
But people are like aggressive about it. Like I don't think I've ever met someone who's as aggressive like about basil or parsley as people get about cilantro.
I love that smell. To me, that smell of freshly chopped cilantro.
Freshly chopped herbs in general is like.
But to me, it's like that odd soapy kind of food. Like, you know what sen-sen is?
No.
Sen-sen was my dad used to have sen-sen.
Wait a minute,
it's like a little licorice candy that's got like a soapy licorice candy. Mm-hmm. It has that sort of smell to it mixed with fresh green.
But it's funny because soapy smelling food is not like a big selling point really for me, the soapy smell.
Misty said that Doyenne's monster voice was hilarious.
Oh, well,
it
good.
Was. I don't know.
You know what? We did it on purpose.
I think we have it fixed too.
Okay, so can I have a spoon? Please?
Yes, you can have as many of you as you want.
I just need one.
We have so
one
many.
hand, one spoon.
We have so many. Did I turn myself back on? Oh, I did turn myself back on.
All right. This is almost it. Okay.
So I'll bring it in.
You don't even have to. I mean, they can see.
Well, you can see it close up.
So, yes.
You can see it close up this way, though.
So, if you really wanted to, you can add shredded carrot to this and some shallot or onion. You can add cucumber. You can add all sorts of other lovely, fresh tasting things, which would make it more, I guess, of a bit of a Thai mango salad. Yep. But into this, we are going to go easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hot sauce. Oh, come on, Franks. You didn't do a shaker dance for me.
No, I'm sorry. It's good I'm doing a shaker dance now that we have the...
It's good. All right.
The gimbal.
We're going to start with that. We're just going to mix.
Mango hot sauce cilantro.
Mango hot sauce cilantro, and I'm going to add a little tiny bit of salt and pepper to this. Mm-hmm. You could also use chili flakes if you wanted to. Mm-hmm.
Is there any hot sauce you would not recommend for this?
I don't know that I would go in here with like just plain old Tabasco. I think it would kind of be a little thin flavor, if that makes any sense. I think
Valentina would be really good on that.
Valentina would be good.
Valentina's a little saltier, I find, than Frank. I'm not a big fan of the vinegary.
I love vinegar everything, says the girl who drinks the pickle juice out of the jar. But and we're just gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. That's the salting song. Mm-hmm. It's new today. You heard it here first.
Well, that's very salty of you. I'm loving this drink.
I know you are.
I'm loving this drink. I love mango lassies, but I never thought of adding booze into it until I was like, oh, I had a show about it. Let me try. Can I try?
It's so easy.
That combination of the spicy with the sweetness of the mango, again, I think it works the same way as this kind of thing. And the salt. It's the salt, too, is a really important aspect. In fact, for this drink, I'd probably put a little bit more salt into it. I find that salt with the mango brings out that real bright sweetness of the mango.
Yep. Oh, it's like when we were in Cambodia, when they give you the mango with the little packet of spicy salt.
Yeah, spicy salt. Yeah, that's really good. It's beautiful.
Shit.
Yeah. Algorithm.
So,
don't Debbie me.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Debbie, if you're watching, he just told me not to Debbie him. That's it.
It's a beautiful.
That's it. And like, believe it or not, I have brought this to barbecues before where I felt bad because I knew how easy it was, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's so good." So
it's one of those things. If you have a mango, especially if you have a mango that's really ripe, it's just about to go off, you don't know what to do with it. Make this.
Do this. Do this.
It'll take you 10 minutes.
You could also, I mean, You could probably, I mean, not probably, you definitely could chop your mango much smaller and do this almost like a salsa for grilled fish or something like that. It would be absolutely delicious. The other thing you could do as well, if you're into cooking outside and doing the barbecue thing, throw the mangoes on the barbecue for a quick little, like, for the flavor. I can leave this out. I can stick it in the fridge. It's up to you.
There.
I can just put it right here so we can.
We're going to eat it later.
Like a trough. There you go.
Yep, food coming in. All right, shall we try?
A rinse. Can we? Are we going back? Are we giving this a second?
We're going to give this another shot.
Second go.
I think I got it working. I don't know why. Oh, she is watching.
Hi, Mom.
We think we got him working. He for a moment he had monster voice.
We'll see if he's transformed.
Let's gonna see if he comes back. Once again, Stir Crazy fans, the amazing Chef Duyan. Chef Duyan, are you there?
Hey! Can you hear
We
me
can
now?
hear ya.
Say bam.
Why were you monster voice before?
Oh, no, but if need be, I can transfer to your kitchen. I mean, the door is right there.
And you have a lovely haircut,
Lovely
Chef Duyan.
haircut.
All
Although
right.
I was really digging last week's little girl hairdo, but this is way swankier.
It's excellent. It's excellent.
What are we doing
right.
Chef Duyan?
So tell me it's
by
some
the way,
amazing
your mic is-
Vietnamese delicacy that we've never heard of before.
Dan, your mic is
He
not
asked
picking up.
if it was a Vietnamese delicacy that we've never heard of before to follow up with last week's pork shoulder.
No. This week we're coming back to North America. This week theme is too damn hot. So this week we're doing red hot
Of course.
Jello.
Red hot Jello.
Why would we not? Why would we not?
Red hot Jello. It's a very interesting recipe because it can be both a dessert and an accompaniment for, let's say, turkey during Christmas.
Oh, like a cranberry sauce, Jean style. Okay.
Exactly. It's a sort of a cranberry Jello, but
This will
no
replace
cranberry.
that canned cranberry.
Well, this is only the best with Chef Duyan.
Exactly.
Of course. Don't know why.
Exactly. So in order to do this, we're going to need a few things. It's very fast to do. So we're going to need a measuring cup, a big bowl, red Jello, of course.
Which flavor are we?
And we're going to need, today we're going with strawberry. You can go with cherry. Cherry would also do very well. And we're going to use cinnamon hard candy, the fish. It could be, most of the time we find those candy in around Valentine's Day, you know, those
Cinnamon
little hearts, red cinnamon hearts.
Do you
So,
have a
gonna
problem,
use
Chef
about-
Duyan, with the fact that nobody actually likes those candy?
No one likes those candy, but in Jello, it's very good.
We'll take your word for it.
So we're gonna need half a cup of those candy, and we're gonna need to melt them into 1 cup of water. Thing is, melting candy in water is long and it takes a while. So I already did it. So here it is.
So this is not this
really
is not
not
a wham bam in the microwave thing. This is on the.
No, it's not a wham bam. It's a stovetop. You put 1 cup of water, and then you add half a cup of the candy in it, and then you stir crazy, until all the candies are melted, and you have like that pink water that smells like Christmas over there. Yeah.
Pink water that smells like Christmas is hilarious.
There you go. So you put your cup of water in the big bowl, then you open the Jello pouch, and you add it all to the bowl.
Tout le paquet. The
Pardon
whole
me?
package, yes?
Yes, the whole package goes in. And once the whole package is in, you're just going to stir it again, make sure everything is dissolved in the water. Very quickly. Shouldn't take more than a minute. And your water should still be hot from the candy melting experience. So, okay, so once it's melted in, Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 cups of applesauce. So this is sweet applesauce, but you could do your unsweet or whatever. Just you need applesauce. So we're going to need 2 cups of it.
2 cups of applesauce.
Exactly. Measuring cup.
You know, Chef Duyan, it's normally Danny that doubts you. I'm on the fence right now, man. I want to have faith. I'm normally the big believer and supporter of Chef Duyan, but this Red Hots and 2 cups of applesauce and some cherry.
I am
Let him do
you.
it. Maybe it'll be great.
You're making fun of me.
I am.
I thought so.
You add the applesauce to the Red Hot Jello. Mix that shit up.
Very
Well
important.
mix. Everything is all together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes to 4 hours. Pretty sure it's going to be closer to 4 hours, but who knows?
Depends how cold your fridge is, I guess.
And after that, we'll demonstrate.
Well, thank you, Chef Duyan. I don't mean to doubt.
No problem.
I don't mean to doubt you. We have such an honest relationship that
Yes.
I didn't want to hide my initial reaction, but I am open to you surprising
You
me.
should
with
be
this one.
open. You should be open. This is going to be great.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right.
We'll check back in between 10 minutes and
4
4
hours.
hours from now.
Excellent.
We'll see you back.
See you
guys later.
Dan.
I don't know about that one. Your mom says cinnamon and apple. It's like pie. Yeah, well, it's not. though,
Jello
'cause it's
Jello pie.
with applesauce.
I will
Come on,
say
Mom.
this. Once he described the fact that he actually had to heat the candy in the water, my value for him went up.
Because he melted Red Hots?
Because it wasn't just basically Jello. He had to do something that took time, and he couldn't just do it in the microwave.
Understood, but he also made us Jello sushi. Come on, that took time. And finesse with the cutting with the string. Come on. I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I think we should ask him a question.
I think we should ask him a question. Ladies and gentlemen, Stir Crazy fans, we like to get you guys involved as much as we can. We like to ask a question
Invasive questions.
every episode. So we all just thought, what could we ask them? This one, very simple. It's a great question. What is the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? What is the hottest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, I did it.
That was the hottest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, by far.
See, one of the most incredible spicy experiences I remember in my life, when I was a little bit younger, I had a friend of mine whose mother was from India and whose father was from Israel. Mm-hmm. And I would go over there quite a bit. She used to make a lot of different Indian dishes, a lot of very spicy curries and things. And I remember her making this dish that I was there all the time. I loved it. And she'd sent me home some for my family. And I had just been there so much and so often that my tolerance for spice, which is already pretty high, was probably at one of its highest peaks. And I just remember feeding my mom, setting this all up, and we all had a dish, and just everybody losing their mind with how hot this was.
Kind of like what we did.
And they're so politely trying to.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. So, but it was incredibly spicy. It was a madras or something like that, or a vindaloo, perhaps. I think more of a madras than a vindaloo, but.
First time I ever ate Indian food, actually, I was living in England, and the guys who took me out for Indian were like, "Do you like spicy?" And I was like, "Of course I like spicy." And I think they were Croatian,
Mm-hmm.
so I made a very false assumption that there was no spice in Croatian food. Just geographically, I did a quick tally in my head, and I was like, yeah, we're probably on the same gauge of spiciness, right? Mm-mm.
No, way up there.
It was like 3 a.m. I was working in a bar at the time, and we all went out afterwards. And yeah, my 3 a.m. first time in my life ever Indian food experience was hot AF vindaloo.
Yep.
I think I had 4 bites, and then I was trying to take the sauce off the rice, so I could just sweating and hiccups and snot and super sexy. But what's the hottest thing you've ever eaten?
How about you guys? Let's find out. Let's talk about what the hottest things you've ever eaten. What is about this?
Scotch bonnet peppers.
Scotch bonnet peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's made a spout. That's a salad with straight up Scotch bonnet is pretty
Intense.
I can't. I don't. My problem is I'm not a big. I don't like the flavor of peppers. So. So just eating peppers, I don't. To me, it's like I just don't like the flavor as much.
Yeah, but
I love
like if you chopped up a jalapeno and threw it into like a breakfast burrito. Or
oh yeah, it's not a problem. That's yeah, I like it. Ooh.
Oh, she's from the UK.
Sure, from the UK. How about do you in the UK there? Are you a big fan of a good curry takeout? Is there anything you like?
It's a takeaway.
Takeaway. Sorry, it's a takeaway in the UK. Oh, it rhymes. Da Bomb, yes, Chef Diane did bring over Da Bomb, which is another sauce that they
That's
use.
spicier than.
Technically, it's lower in Scoville, but I think it's hot. It's an uglier sauce. It has no redeeming qualities other than sheer heat, and its flavor is so horrid. I just remember it hurt my stomach. And nothing hurts my stomach. I have an iron stomach when it comes to things. Yes, you're an Indian. Excellent. Good. Anybody else? Anybody else like anything hot out there? You had a good hot meal once?
Just like.
Aw.
No.
Yeah, you're upsetting in my tummy. Oh my golly. Well, let's head back to the main. Anybody else? Nobody else.
Nobody wants to talk to us.
Nobody wants to talk about how
Maybe
they're
they're
spicy
too busy
food?
drinking their mango.
They're drinking
their dirty lassie.
Dirty lassie.
Everyone's drinking a dirty lassie. And
I just thought it was a good name for this.
Mhm.
They're really good.
And
Who doesn't like a good dirty lassie?
Guilty.
You know who? Timmy. He's got to watch that dog.
I see what you did there.
Well, we're pressing up. We're pretty good on time too. It's not bad.
We're not doing too bad. For two people who like to gabbity gab gab.
Exactly. Shall we turn it over?
I think we should turn it over. A few times for anyone who's joining us for the first time. We are live, but we do a couple of canned
segments.
pre-recorded segments. We always play our promo from the week before.
We have some amazing guests.
We have some amazing guests, and we have a segment that we like to call "A Sexy Woman Eats Food for 1 minute." Without further ado. Satisfying.
Sexy woman eating food for 1 minute. Is there anything better?
A sexy woman eating food for 2 minutes? 2 sexy women eating food for a minute? I don't know.
The possibilities are endless. I don't know what to do with this information.
And I never knew. I've known Galadriel Caress for quite some time, and I never realized just how many hairdos she has.
She has a lot of hairdos.
A woman of many hairdos.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Yes, and strawberries, such an iconic thing for a sexy
summer.
woman to eat. For summer.
That's a sexy fruit.
It's a sexy fruit, is it? And
I think so.
that's what makes it specifically sexy. Very clear. I'm glad I follow exactly with what you're talking about.
No, it's like a sexy fruit. It's a sensual fruit. It's like a banana, like to me, is a phallic fruit, but it's not a sensual fruit.
But I get what you're saying. I'm just asking what was your basis
they're
of
sweet and juicy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I could go into more details, but algorithms, you know.
Well, I think you don't have to swear to go into details to clarify your point, and I'm very now interested in seeing how clarifying you can make your point. You know what I can clarify?
Butter?
Yep. Speaking of clarifying my butter,
Shall I make a corn salad?
make a corn salad.
All right.
The lovely El Diablo.
Hello, friends. So we're just going to grab a little bowl over here. I boiled the corn before we started. It's corn season-ish where we are. I don't know about where you are. And we're just going to take this, you know what? I'm going to do it right into the bowl. So you're just going to take your knife and take that corn off the cob. I'm going to get nice and close there. How you doing? Tell me a story. We've got 6 of these to do, so, you know, tell me something, sing me a song, get involved. Some people really don't like corn. I love corn. I didn't for a long time because I didn't like to eat food. I don't like food in public.
Can we do one of these? I can do
Sure,
some
if you
corns
want to
for
do a corns, you can do a
I
corns.
can do some corns.
Now that I'm a woman of a certain age, I care a little bit less what people think. Only marginally, though. We're still working on it. But I was very anti-eating corn in public because it gets stuck in your teeth, and, you know, that's embarrassing. I'm over it now. I don't really care anymore. I'll eat anything anywhere. So there.
Really?
I got no shame.
Really?
Yeah.
You will eat any corn anywhere.
Any corn, anywhere. Well, right, that sounded like a challenge.
It did actually sound like a challenge. Now I'm trying to think of places where I can make
Where you can make me eat corn? Should we take it on the road, like a road show? Yeah, El Diablo eats corn.
There you go.
All over North America. Oh, hold on. Why, thank you very much. You're a very helpful soup chef.
Well, that's what I want to be your sous chef.
Am I soup chef?
Your sous chef. Your Dr. Seuss chef.
Dr. Seuss chef. Actually, my old roommate really did think that it was soup chef, and that the soup chef was the person who makes the soup.
The soup?
Yeah. Which, I mean, realistically speaking.
The sous chef does make soup.
But also, if you don't speak French, that sounds about right, no? The soup chef?
The soup chef?
Yeah.
It's true.
Indeed. Look at us go.
There
We're
we are.
down to our last cob over here.
There we go. What's the recipe? That's a good question. I'm going to bring that recipe right up for you guys.
Thanks for asking.
Sorry about that.
questions.
Boom. There we are. Here you go.
Hold on 1 second.
While you
let
do
get
that,
in there
I
in
will
one quick
show
sec.
them the recipe that's right here. There's the it's right over there.
Right there.
Right there. Right there.
Alrighty.
Corn, salt, some mayonnaise. Mmm.
If you've noticed, El Diablo has some favorite ingredients. Mayonnaise is up there.
Mayonnaise is one of the top ingredients.
Cheese, any kind of cheese. I'm all about. So you're not getting, you're getting healthy-ish.
Healthy.
When I cook, you know, it's not full-on healthy. It's like it wants to be healthy, but then it also wants to be tasty. So we're going to get in there with our fingers, and we're just going to separate that corn a little bit. Chew.
Here, let me get the fly can. Somebody was asking we are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're
Twitch and Mixer.
And, well, they're on Twitch. That's why I think they're asking. And on Mixer. And on Twitter. So
we're everywhere.
Boom. Let's bring
We
this
didn't
over.
even know we existed, and now we're
Here
all
we are.
over.
Let's bring you over here.
All right, so we're just gonna like separate them a little bit so that we have like kernels and not strips of corn.
Little niblets.
Little niblets, yes.
Mm.
And if you missed this at the beginning, if you can't find fresh corn, or it's, you know, the corn is icky or whatever, you can use frozen corn, or you can use canned corn if you really want to. And
best with
also,
fresh.
it's best with fresh. It's also, if you really want to get that kind of traditional street corn flavor to your salad, you can put this on the barbecue and just grill that up a tiny little bit. While you're in there, my darling.
I'm actually doing exactly that.
Beautiful.
There you go.
I need, into this, we're going to put a half a cup of mayo. The recipe only call, I don't know what's wrong with me today.
You're doing great.
No, like my ear keeps cutting in and out. I think I'm just like, yeah, it's weird.
Do you have the COVID?
I certainly hope not.
Thought I should ask.
I don't know who, no, I hope not. That took a turn. Yes, English. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of queso, but I didn't go to the Latin store today. So we're using feta. It's just as salty. It's a decent substitute.
Cotille's got a little bit more of a more. It's not quite as crumbly. I find that's the only big difference.
Either way, things are starting to open up. But if you're like me and you're trying to limit how much time you spend on the outside with the crazy people who don't wear the masks.
Wear the masks.
Wear the masks. You go with what you got in the house. You know what I mean? This doesn't. We're not reinventing the wheel. We can play around. Can you grab me? Dos lime.
Oh yeah, sure.
Awesome. So while Dan's grabbing the lime, I'm just going to grab a little spoon here. We are going to put a 1/2 cup of mayo in here. I'm actually not going to put all of it in. I'll tell you why. Those corn cobs were kind of small, and I can always. Here we go. It's the time in the episode where I say the same thing as I say every week. We can always add more, but we can't take any away. So before we over mayonnaise our lives, I put about 1/2 of what was in there into the bowl. We're going to crumble up some feta. See, I figure you can always overdo it on the cheese. You don't need to overdo it on the mayo. So we're just crumbling that in there.
Crumbling feta.
Crumbling feta.
And you need lime juice.
I need the juice of, it's
limes.
technically of 2 limes, but again, I think let's start with 1 because they were small corns.
I grabbed a small lime. Maybe it will compensate.
Perhaps it shall.
Well, here you go.
Hold on.
Oh, you're going to do that?
I'm just doing this.
You crumble away.
I'm crumbling. I'm crumbling. All right. So, we've got le fromage, the cheese. We have le mayonnaise, the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise in Espanol. We're gonna hit that with 1/2 a lime.
So there's
the juice of 1/2 a lime.
There's juice of 1/2 a lime. That's juice 1/2 a lime.
And I've got about, again, 2-ish tablespoons of cilantro / coriander over here.
So that's a full lime.
That's 1 full lime. Let's stop there for a sec.
Yep.
I'm just going to rough chop this very quickly.
More coriander. I'm going to bring the fly in again.
You bring
so
your...
we can see what's going on over
watch
here.
Watch me expertly chop my coriander.
We're gonna check your chop.
Check
Check your chop in here.
my chop.
And here we go. Fly cam.
Cleavage cam that right in there.
Let's move that over there for just a second.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Gotta get the right shot, you know.
Well, there's no boobs in that shot.
There
I don't
we go.
understand how that's the right shot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. Please.
I gotta
Objectify.
get high enough, but there you are.
Objectify me while I chop my cilantro. Yay!
You're the one who asked for it.
Listen. My boobies look good today. I think.
You're having a good boob day?
I'm having a good boob day.
Oh, that's nice.
I know.
It's really nice.
It's important.
I know.
It's
Oh,
important.
honey. Oh.
Aw.
Stop it.
Okay. So that's done. All right. We're going to toss that in there. And we are going to proceed. If you have... Oops, sorry.
There you go.
The recipe calls for chili powder, but because I am a little bit silly and really thought last time when we did the beer Caesars for May 2, I made my own Caesar rim and forgot completely that we were out of chili powder.
You want that Caesar rim though?
So
you're going to use Caesar rim.
I'm not. I'm actually going to use a tiny bit
That looks
of.
very nice though.
I could use that.
I think it's good. It smelled really good as soon as I opened it. That's why I thought.
Maybe I use my own chili powder.
I think you made your own chili powder. I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, that might be my own chili powder. All right. So never mind. I lied.
You have chili powder.
We have a little chili powder. I am just gonna do this.
About how much you?
I'd say about a tablespoon. But again, if you're not a spicy minx, then less than that. If you're super spice, then more than that. You know. I am here to be your general guide on this journey, not to tell you how to do you. Yep. Only you know how to do that.
True.
It is true.
You're just here to make corn taste delicious.
Taste delicious and maybe have a giggle along the way.
Bring that in so we can people to see what this corn is turning out to be.
This corn is turning out to be
Oh,
delicieux. And we're just going to grab the last bit of the cilantro because I know how you feel about it. Whoop. And whoop.
We never mind you guys talking. If you have a conversation in that chat, go for it. Chat. Well, if we get a chance, we'll check in on you. Don't worry. But
we don't feel disrespected.
Hey, not at all.
Maybe
you guys,
you're making friends from around the world.
Exactly.
This is cool. Just remember, we facilitate
people in
this.
we have people in the UK and people in Spain
That's
chatting
super cool.
about what's going on with the COVID crisis out there.
Oh, well,
So,
you stay safe.
Stay safe. That's all we
Friends
care
and
about.
peeps.
Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. That's what's important.
And I'm just going to give this a little taste.
You taste that. I'm gonna come back out so I can taste some.
That is freaking delicious.
Let me try that.
Mm-hmm.
We can share spoons.
I know. I'm trying to be nice. I don't think it needs. It could have.
Oh,
Could have a little bit more of that if you wanted.
I like a little bit more of that.
I don't think it needs any more.
No,
mayo.
not any more of that.
Go for it. Add as you. I'll
I
let
think
you.
just a little bit more.
I'll let you play in my salad. Oh, that's a lot more.
Well, I added a lot more. I like when this salad is a little spicier. This is a really. It's one of those that because it's so creamy. It's got the mayo, but it's also got the cheese in it. It's a nice. It's very soothing to eat. I find.
Is it soothing?
So when you have that little bit of kick at the back of it, it's when it's at its best.
Oh my God! Could we not?
What?
It's okay. It's just us eating this.
If I was sharing with somebody, I'd use a different spoon.
Understood, but you also just dripped a whole bunch of it back into the bowl. Jeebus. I'm eating it anyway.
It does look. It is so good. And again, what I love about both of these is they're so easy. Just a few. You know, the most complicated thing in all of this is literally boiling.
Or taking the corn off the cob, which I will admit the first time I did it with a big knife, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go, and I was afraid for my fingers. It slices right through. It's super really easy.
If you do it especially if you do it on the barbecue too, I find it's even. It's nice.
But also when you know, a lot of us haven't been working or making incomes or whatever. When you think about that, that was probably, I'd say all of those ingredients, with the exception of the mayo, which we already had in the house. That both of those salads probably cost like $12.
Yeah.
Maximum.
No.
And that was.
And that's if mango is expensive.
And that's also because there's feta, and I think the feta was, you know.
Feta can be a little bit, and if you can find a good Latin supermarket, there's here we have that one that's on near where you used to dance.
On Jean Talon.
Yeah, there's a great little Latin supermarket.
Well, it's actually there's a Latin supermarket on Saint Hubert. I can't.
Yeah, Saint Hubert and.
But also where you can get really good Mexican groceries is at El Rey del Taco on Jean Talon, near the Jean Talon Market, which also has some of the best tacos ever. But they've got cheese and all sorts of spices and good authentic stuff. Yeah.
All right. What do you do? You want another cocktail?
I would.
Would you kill for another cocktail?
I wouldn't kill for one because I don't look good in orange.
But there's a very few people here who weren't here earlier for cocktails, so I thought maybe I'll make another quick cocktail.
Make a quick cocktail.
So can you grab me a mango again? I'm gonna just. So we're gonna once again make the cocktail that I made earlier. This is
ice.
Some ice. Perfect. We're gonna make what we're calling the dirty mango lassi. If you like Indian food, if you like the mango lassi.
I'm just gonna finish mine.
Well, this is mine. I just
Okay.
stuffing up these. If you like a mango lassi, this is a beautiful boozy version of it. Very easy to make, and absolutely, it was so good.
You know what I've noticed about you since we've started doing this?
What?
You like to describe your cocktails as beautiful.
I do. I think
a lot. They're beautiful cocktails.
they are beautiful. I think I think it comes down to anything that you're enjoying from a food point of view, and we can all sit down and talk about the what goes into making a beautiful meal and the plating of it, the cooking of it, what it looks like when the meat is a certain perfect brown, or when you have the perfect sear on your vegetable, what have you. But to me, with cocktails, you have such you still have a lot of things you can do with cocktails, but it's very different stuff. I find that when you have that beautiful little piece of glass with the right colors come through, and and you can see texture in it, and you can it comes to your nose and you can smell certain things, but when you taste it, other notes get elevated. Really, the cocktail is such a fun thing to play with, and again, if you're not a great chef, you can still make great bar.
You can make great bar.
You can make great bar. Luckily I do both. All right, so there we have. Can I give you my peels again? Would you mind?
Yeah, so I can take your peels.
Thank you so much. You're so fantastic. All right, we're gonna one more time.
I'm just gonna sneak out for 1 sec and do that thing that I do.
You go do that thing.
Thank
that thing
you.
you do. I love that movie.
It was a cute movie.
Yeah. So we're gonna take off half of that mango there. We're gonna take off the other half of that mango. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. This mango is a little less ripe than the other one, and I say for this cocktail, and this is not criticizing you and your choice there, but I do find if you have a choice between a very ripe mango and a still somewhat firm, get the riper one for the cocktail.
I didn't
the
grope.
mushier, the better.
I didn't grope them all in the fridge.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's where you and I are different. I will always give a mango a nice little
Squiz.
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 A little squiz. All right, so now that we have the majority of that mango dealt with, we're going to just chop that up nice and finely. And again, when I say finely, you're not going to be too crazy about it, but you just want to get it. I say the last one about centimeter pieces at the biggest. Smaller the better.
Did you say centimeter because we have people tuning in from?
No, because that was the size when I looked at it. It was about a centimeter.
No, well, we do metric and.
We do metric and we're Canadian. The government does metric, but as Canadians, we very rarely follow through in the metric. At least at my age. At least at my age. Kilometers we do.
Kilometer.
But I'm still not quite sure exactly how long a kilometer is.
It's 1 point.
No, I know in the numbers, but I don't. That doesn't translate. I know how long a mile was because the house I grew up just off of 2 road, and between 1 road and 2 road, that was a mile. So I always knew how long a mile was because of that simple thing. So when they said kilometers, like, oh well, now I don't know.
It's so funny. I was in California a couple of years ago to do a burlesque event, and I was wazing from the back seat, and of course my waze is in kilometers. And I was the only Canadian in the car, and like it was the first time it was incredibly apparent to me that all of our stuff is in kilometers. Because I was like, oh right, because they're like, what the hell is a kilometer?
All right, so into that drink, 1 mango. This is gonna be for 2 cocktails. So if you're making one for yourself, either make a double.
I'm all for
or use half a cocktail
for yourself.
Also to that, we are going to add a 3/4 of an ounce or just under 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. You want a little bit of that citrus, but you don't want to make it too tart because especially if the mango is not 100% ripe, you already got a bit of tartness in the mango.
Plus, she wants to be dirty, not tarty, you know?
That is fair. You're going to put in an ounce of, in this case, I'm using the honey cardamom syrup. To make this, all I did, like I say, was I made a honey syrup, 2-to-1 honey to water, and then added in about half a teaspoon per cup of cardamom powder. But if you have fresh cardamom, just crack those open, let them sit for a while in the liquid. Mm-hmm. To that, 2 ounces of some kind of golden rum. We're using the Appleton Estate signature in this case. And I will need the yogurt, please. Mm-hmm. And finally, to this thing, well, there's going to be a couple things, not finally, but to this thing, we will add, per cocktail, a tablespoon of Greek yogurt. You want to get, this is, this flavor is very predominant in a lot of Indian cooking, and it gives it that nice
Greek yogurt.
Yeah, the Greek yogurt.
The Greek
but
yogurt.
The yogurt is a very I love the flavor. Gives it that sort of sour, that tart. It's a nice come alive flavor. And finally, because it's a lassie, it's very important that we add a bit of salt. In fact, last time I put in about a pinch per drink. I'm going to put in just over that. Let's give it a little bit more.
You're fine. I'm just having a.
What are you having?
I looked over at the chat and it made me angry, so I just came over here to get my.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on there?
Yeah,
Somebody's having fun.
No,
All right.
not cool.
Finally, to that, we are going to add. We're gonna just quickly blender all this up. We're going to make it nice and smooth.
Here, I'm gonna put ice in. 3 of them, yeah.
3 ice per cup. If you have a blender at home, just dump it in the blender. But if you don't have a hand blender, like I say, all you really need to do is make sure that your hand blender goes all the way to the bottom of your tin.
Oh, that's good.
Here we go.
There you go.
That would have been fun to meme. All right. Now that we have that done, we are going to just pour that ever so lovingly over
Ever so lovingly. Yeah.
our 3 ice cubes. There it is. We're going to add. Put that down there.
Yep.
We're going to add just a pinch.
Why did this go in here?
Oh, I just put it out of the way for a
No,
second.
but it didn't because it's full of water now. Or
We're
whatever.
going to add just a sprinkle of cardamom powder, just to add a little more of that cardamom flavor.
In case you wanted to see that recipe again.
Oh yeah, bring the recipe.
Oh, you think? Here we go.
Oh, that was
In
a
case
bad.
you needed that
It just
recipe, there you go.
The lime, that mint leaf attacked me. Ah, there we go. So we're going to take, there we are, let's get to this. Let that come alive. And I'm just going to quickly, before I do that, I want to give this a nice little stir just to cool the beverage down a little bit, incorporate that. There we are. And finally, a mint leaf on top.
Some jackass said it looks like cum. If your cum looks like this, there's something wrong, bud.
Yeah.
I'd have that
He's
looked
really
at.
got to have that examined there.
Yeah, maybe get off the internet. And go to the doctor.
Go phone a doctor
Yeah.
immediately. Immediately. There we go.
Delish.
Yeah, so beautiful. It's like a yogurty, milkshake.
It's like a boozy yop.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
wonderful. Boozy yop. That's a
Boozy
good way of
yop.
putting
There
it.
you go.
There we
Cheers.
are.
Also,
Oh.
Kelly, again, thank you for these glasses.
Oh,
They're
yeah, I like
heavy.
that.
They're like, it's a nice heavy glass and a delicious, tasty beverage.
That I like.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is, I'm sorry, I don't know what.
There's a lot of them. That one seemed
There-
boozier. It feels boozier, that one. I think because that mango is slightly under
Under-mangoed?
mangoed, a little less ripe.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's time for question 2, but all of a sudden I'm
Time for question 2.
I'm just a little
all
worried.
the fun people over at Twitch are having fun. What's going on over at Twitch?
All sorts of stuff. I don't even want to know
Let's have some fun banning people.
Oh, see, I didn't know that was.
Yeah, we can do this. That's all fun. Here you go, Stiff Jeff. Bye. We have no problems blocking you if you want to be a jerk. So that's fine. All right. We have a second question.
We do have a second.
Let's bring up the second question. See what comes up. There we go. What is this? This is your question. I'm going to let you clarify the point of this question. What is the best vehicle for spice delivery? I'm going to say ambulance.
No.
Oh.
I don't mean like vehicle. I mean like, what is your favorite way to get spicy things into your gullet? Like for me, it's chicken wings. I love chicken wings with lots of hot sauce. The chicken wing is a perfect vehicle for spice delivery. Other people, it's noodles or soup.
Yeah.
Any kind of spicy soup. So what is your favorite vehicle for spice delivery?
I think to me, it's the best vehicle is like a sauce. Like, and the reason why my favorite,
Like a hot sauce?
my favorite spice, my favorite sort of traditionally spicy food is Indian food, and Indian food is a lot of a dish, a saucy dish that you dip bread into or you put over potato. Like, to me, that is the best when you have something that's got so many different flavors in there and there's spice as well. That's probably the best because it's more complex to me.
Head over there.
Head over here.
See what the nice people have to say.
Yes, there were 3 people that we did block just 2 seconds ago. Sorry about that, but that's what happens when you're all
Spice
over the internet.
vehicle, like the tour bus from Spice Girls.
Yes, this is what I wanted to say.
Way to go! I deserve that. Also, once we're here chatting so intimately,
Yeah.
don't be a dick on the internet.
Uh,
I know I'm preaching to the choir, but you know, if you wouldn't say it to someone's face in the real life, don't be a puss. You know, sorry, algorithm and all that, but like, really?
yeah, well, it happens.
Oh, I know it happens. And then I never know if I should like address it. As it starts popping up, I'm like, oh, that's rude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something. And then I'm like, I hear my mother in my head of like, don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to them. But I'm like, no, it's not just me that see that. It's everybody, and it's rude.
Exactly.
And it's not representative of the things that we value and represent.
Hecklers do suck, but you know, hecklers do suck, but it's part of the business. We all got to learn how to deal with them. The beautiful thing about hecklers on an internet medium is there is a block button. I wish there was a block button in the club.
In the club?
We're literally, you know that episode of Black Mirror where people just suddenly just turned blurry and you couldn't, like, that just happened.
Kai says sauces. Yep.
Yeah, sauces are my Indian type. That's exactly. That is the best way to deliver any kind of spice. Is sauce.
Cool.
Let's go back to the main. Oh wow, it's time for him.
Is it?
Yeah.
We haven't also checked back in with Chef Duyan in a while.
Oh, we haven't checked back. We should check back in with Chef Duyan.
We should check back in with Chef Duyan.
We got a lot
to do in 19 minutes.
We can do it.
And let's do it.
So where do you want to go?
I think we should.
Let's go to the other one because Chef Duyan might not
All right,
be ready
Chef
yet.
Duyan needed 10 minutes to 4 hours.
So we're still good.
Okay.
One of our friends, he was here earlier. I'm hoping he's still on the chat. He's been been on the show quite every episode for the past few episodes.
Say about 8 episodes.
I think this is seventh or eighth.
We feel very lucky that
he is part of all of this.
Part of this.
He makes amazing music. Not only is it gorgeous music, it's absolutely hilarious.
And it's all original.
It's all original.
This will be a second, for those of you asking before, this is another small canned segment we have for you.
Yes, people who don't understand how.
But yeah, this is all original tunes. Album to be out soon.
The album is coming out, I believe, I think in the next week or two, he said. I know maybe
we'll do a little like a launch.
Yeah,
thing.
we'll do a big thing for his.
We'll launch him.
We'll launch him into space.
To
the moon. With his song Adderall, ladies, stir crazy fans,
all of the humans,
Mr. Ben Cardaly. Yeah.
Well, I barely hit my books. The last was too caught up with Instagram in class, and now exams around the corner. But I ain't gonna sweat it all, just pop my trusty Adderall to pass, 'cause this body's just a loner. Yeah, once I get my marks, I'll kick the habit. But when I'm late like Alice, it's my rabbit. I've been up for days just shoving info in my brain like it's a Mac, but my battery is dying. So I rifle through my bag until I find the little bar
wants my smack. What's the point in really trying? Yeah, I wanna succeed, and so I'm cramming. 'Cause who's got time for sacrifice and planning? And one day when my kids are asking, how'd you get through life? I'll tell them, hey, sometimes help is in a bottle. And when I met their mom, if I was all hopped up on speed on our first date, girls like guys that go full throttle. So reach out to your sketchy classroom doctor. He'll get you something stronger than a monster. Just don't forget to hydrate. Drink H2O, you'll feel great. There's no regrets, just hydrate. 'Cause otherwise you'll dry up like a raisin. And that's not part of the dream that we're all chasing. Hydrate.
Yay,
Ben Cardili, he is so good.
He is so good. And like you said while we were watching, it's one of the, you can really hear that he's like,
His voice is really
his
good.
voice is really
Beautiful
good. He's
voice.
a talented MF, you know?
He's a very funny comedian.
Yes.
He is a very
Does all the
talented musician.
musics.
Does fantastic. Go check him out.
We have him up on our...
If you go to the Stir Crazy Show YouTube page, there's links to all of the videos that he's been putting on our shows, and they will link back to his YouTube channel. So check him out.
Check him
He's
out.
incredible.
Support local.
I think it's time to go back to the amazing Chef Diane.
I think it is.
We have learned that by combining applesauce and red devil candies,
Red Hots.
Red Hot.
Or cinnamon hearts.
cinnamon hearts, we can get something very amazing.
Or
Terrible.
who knows, really?
Who knows? But there's only
He
one
knows.
person could tell us.
He knows.
Chef Diane, are you there? Because we're coming at ya. Chef Diane! There he
The
is.
bowl is there.
Hey,
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Well, fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I tell you, man, this
Our
haircut
red-
is dope. It's fresh and clean.
Hot. Yes, and our red hot Jello is ready.
Red hot
It's
Jello.
working.
Ooh,
It's in the ball.
Yeah.
Red hot. Let's taste it.
Let's taste the red hot Jello.
So you see, it's like a mix between Jello and applesauce, which is our two great dessert.
Of course.
But as I mentioned, you can use that with turkey.
With turkey, yeah. No, I think it would be very good with turkey. Might also be fantastic without turkey.
Just as a standalone.
Yes.
This is a standalone.
This is a standalone. This is very good.
Is it delicious, Chef Dan?
Is
It
it
is
still
delicious.
spicy?
It's a bit hot.
On a scale from 1 to the bomb.
It's candy hot.
Okay.
So
Candy hot.
It's impressive. I like that variant of Jello. I think you
Excellent.
will like it too.
Well.
I'm sure we will love it, Chef Dan.
I can't wait to try it.
Once
I'll be
again.
around 8:30. So you'll get to try.
Chef Diane, thank you one more time for being here.
And being fabulous.
No matter what you do, we always just feel a little more.
Excellent. See you guys next week.
See you next week, Chef Diane.
Red hot Jello, huh?
Red hot Jello.
I chipped a tooth on a red hot once.
Did you?
Yeah. I was trying to catch him.
It's funny
grapes.
because I chipped a tooth on a hot redhead.
But I'm curvy.
Boom, 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 boom. But parts of you are pokey.
Not anymore.
What do we got? We've got 10 minutes left, but I think it's very important to talk about tomorrow night.
I think we have to talk about tomorrow night. I also think just before we do that, just to recap, because I'm not so munchy right now. I feel like this beverage is a bit of a meal, to be honest, because of the yogurt, and we could probably have thrown some protein powder in here and just done like an entire
mango salad, corn salad.
We have
the
some
corn salad, mango lassi.
Honestly,
it's a very yellow-centric meal.
It's our yellow episode.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, boom.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's what's up.
It's excellent. It's yellow food.
And honestly, if you're going to socially distant barbecue and you need something easy peasy and not expensive to make and that's fast, and
both of those are great.
Especially like if you don't have AC and you have a barbecue, that corn salad is a godsend because you don't have to turn the oven or the stove on at all. So stay cool, friends. And
Also,
hydrate, says Ben Cardillo.
Just a reminder, if you want to have one of the lovely Stir Crazy aprons, if you tip us, if you go to the tip jar on PayPal, which is
up there in the...
You can see it up in the chat right now. And any tip over $25, we will send you...
25 and over.
25, any tip over 25 is what I said.
2501?
2501 and over. We will send you a Stir Crazy apron, or if you go to our Amazon wish list, or you purchase anything there that's over $25, we will send you an apron.
You too can be swanky.
Plus, we want to remind about our contest.
Yes.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook. Like us on the Instagrams. Go over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button.
And you'll be entered into our contest to win not only an apron,
a beautiful cocktail book, and a funky bitters kit.
Gift pack, yeah.
Gift pack, yes.
Tomorrow night is the first episode.
I just got the goosebumps.
You did you?
I did.
It's the first episode.
So,
let's do the first episode of what?
Of
this. That is right.
Woo to the who.
Stir Crazy After Dark is here tomorrow night.
Demain soir, ici, on YouTube Live.
So if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, now's a good time to go and subscribe so you can get the reminder of when it hits.
And you can be entered. It's like a one thing that will result in many bonuses for you.
Yes.
Like you can, be entered into the contest. You can catch a show tomorrow.
Yeah. What is Stir Crazy After Dark?
I am going to explain it.
You do that.
So, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, Divine Danny D and Elle Diabloe are both burlesque performers in Montreal, Canada. And since the Rona rolled in, no one's been performing live. And people have been making some fabulous, some unbelievable art in their living rooms, in their kitchen sinks. But the one thing that we really miss, especially I think as performers and as hosts, we miss the live.
We miss the audience.
The audience.
We miss being in the same room as you people.
And for those of you who haven't performed before and perhaps haven't been to a burlesque show, there's a special energy that happens in the room because the dancers feed off the energy of the audience feeds off the energy of the dancers, and it creates this incredible, unique, almost palpable energy and feeling.
I also think it's because that statement can also be true about almost any live performance, but there is also a different intimacy in burlesque that you don't necessarily get in theater or stand up. It's all based on intimacy. So it's when the audience is in the right place and the performer's in the right place, it's wild.
And you very rarely get the same show ever. ever. I have done the same number, let's say 50 times before. It's never the same thing twice. So, having said all of that good stuff, what the idea behind After Dark was is we have an incredible lineup.
Worldwide lineup.
Worldwide. Tout le monde. And we've asked them to submit their favorite video of them performing in front of a live audience. So what you're going to get tomorrow night when you tune in at 9 p.m., we're going to host the show live as though it was a live burlesque show. You guys are going to watch video of some incredible performers. We have them up.
Oh, yes.
We're going to have... Check out this lineup.
Oh, yes. We have... Why is it not doing the thing?
It'd be froze.
Do the thing. Wait. I can get there.
Too many noises.
I can get there.
You're confusing
There we
my
are.
mind.
There we are.
Bo Toxic.
All the way from Los Angeles.
Indeed.
The amazing Bo Toxic.
The incredible Audrey Ivory here from Montreal. The madness on three legs.
That is Baron von Stick.
Also a local boy.
Misbehave from Belgium.
Belgium, yes.
Antwerp. There's an Antwerp, Belgium.
I think she's in Antwerp. She might. Well, I should probably figure it out.
We should probably know that kind of stuff. Yeah, from Belgium. We do know that though. The Foxy Lexi Brown from Quebec City.
Soon to be from Montreal again.
Incredible. And Lulu la Duchesse de Riez.
If you
That's
know,
such a good name
if
to
you
say.
know,
La Duchesse de Riez.
if you know about burlesque, you know that this is one killer lineup. If you don't know about burlesque, please join us tomorrow night and be treated to this spectacular lineup. We will be making a cocktail too, so we're gonna
teach you how to make a cocktail.
Keep a little bit of the stir crazy vibe going.
We also have some guests on for that show that are wholly unique to that show.
Yes.
So brand new people you've never met before.
All of that with us and you, and some cocktails and some nudité, not full nudité, don't get too excited, but you know, the right amount of nudité.
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Eastern on YouTube. It's going to be such a good show. I'm very
excited too.
And I've seen all the numbers.
Yep.
I don't think you've watched all the videos. I don't think you have.
Watched all. If not, I think I've seen all the performances.
You probably have seen all the performances, but there are some amazing things. All I'm going to say is, if you are a fan of the movie Die Hard, you cannot miss this.
It's part of what I love about burlesque is in the same show you can have a Die Hard number and classic Parade and Peel number, and we're going to bring it all to you tomorrow night. This is going to be a once a month endeavor.
Yep. We're going to do it for the summer, then we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens in the fall. We'll see if we're all let out of our cages safely, or if we're all pent up again, and then maybe it'll be more than once a month. Who knows?
Who knows? But that's it. We're what are we at? Well, we're so good.
We are so good. You know, on se rattrape all the time. We get a little bit behind, and then we push forward.
We can play around with it. Yeah, we always get worried about our timing, but
we do.
We've always been very good about what's going on.
There's a rumor going around you don't like Die Hard.
This is true. I don't like the movie Die Hard.
I love Die Hard.
I don't think it's a very good movie.
I was lucky enough to host Die Hard Burlesque, actually, which, if I'm not mistaken, is where this number that we're referencing, where it first ever saw the stage, and I think I'm actually in the video.
You may be.
I might actually be in the video laughing hysterically the first time I ever saw this number, but we've teased it enough. And that's only one of 6 burlesque numbers.
6 numbers.
Maybe 7.
Yeah, maybe 7. That is that. Next week, in honor of...
don't say in honor of. I'm having conflict.
You know, whether or not it happens to be Canada Day next week.
It is Canada Day next week.
And we want to do what we're calling Crazy Canucks 2. Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
So we will be making another Canadian dish with a Canadian twist on a cocktail. You don't know at all?
We're not even sure. I'm telling you, I'm having not to get hard. I always get a little heavy the last 2 minutes of the show. I figure if it's the last 2 minutes, I'm allowed to do this. I don't know how to feel about Canada Day anymore. I'm excited to be Canadian. I do love my country. But if you notice, we did too damn hot tonight and not Bon Saint Jean, because I don't know. It's a weird time.
It's a weird time.
It's a weird time.
But I
and
think it's a weird time globally.
it is a weird time globally for multiple reasons. But you know, we'll do something unoffensively Canadian. Hopefully.
Exactly.
Maybe.
It's just going to be 2 hours of us apologizing.
Apologizing. Yep. Yeah, drinking Molson Canadian and Tim Hortons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll just play into our own white people stereotypes.
So until then, ladies and gentlemen, until then, Stir Crazy fans,
Good for you. I'm impressed. You know
I'm
what?
the Divine Danity.
I am El Diablo.
Take care of yourself out there,
Take care of each other.
and we'll be here when you come back.
Enjoy your cocktails. Please drink responsibly.
Wait, I want
Or
to back
not.
to that. We'll go back. Oh, there we are. Yeah, there. Oh, I was on the wrong screen the
That's
whole
all
time.
right. We're back
So,
now. Wear your mask. It's the right thing to do.
exactly.
If you don't- if you're-
Only wear masks.
Just everywhere.
Just a whole bunch of masks.
Just
I think that'd be a great costume for Halloween.
what? Just masks?
Masks.
Na 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 na. Mask man.
See you next week.
Bye.